Good morning. Yes. Oh, good. You're all here. I know this is sudden, but the chairman will be coming by again this evening. I'd like everyone to gather at the usual place tonight.
He just came by the other day. Something happened?
Apparently, he's prepared some special gifts for us. I know it'll be busy with Yamagishi moving into the dorm, but I'd appreciate it if you could all come by.
Special? Does that mean we can expect something good?
I don't know. This is Ikutsuki-san we're talking about. He's probably just gonna tell us some new joke he made up.
Marvelous. I'm looking forward to it. Are you accepting a request? Most excellent. Now, let's hear your report. The world you live in is so bright and colorful. It's rather blinding. Oh, yes! By all means. Oh, yes! By all means. By all means. I will await a report of success. By all means. By all means. Oh, yes. I will await a report of success. By all means. Very well then.
time look... Please, come again. My left...
Okay, then. All right, all right.
Good day. Are you accepting a request? Let's hear the results. How splendid! Let's hear the results. You have my thanks. Come to think of it, by all means. The world you live in is so bright and colorful. It's rather blinding. Very well, then.
Oh, welcome. Don't you worry. She's crying because she's happy. She's an emotional woman, bless her heart. She's been like this since the day we met. You see, all the graduates from my son's class have come together. They're collecting signatures to save the persimmon tree.
They say the tree is a memorial to their former teacher. They don't want it to be cut down.
It was the same for our son's funeral. Many of them showed up for it. It's been so many years since then, but they still remember him.
They've given their precious time for our son. I don't know what to say. I'm so grateful.
You must be the one who called on them for this, right? Ah, don't pretend it's just us. You don't have to be so modest. You're a samurai, a modern-day samurai. Before you know it, you'll graduate and step boldly into adulthood. Don't forget about us, you hear? Someday I'd love to grab a drink, you and me. But for now, you'll have to make do with this. See you again soon.
Yamagishi-san, are you in there?
Yes, come in.
I think we should start heading to the command room and... Huh? You already finished unpacking? I was planning on helping you out later, too.
Well, I didn't have too much with me, so I finished a lot sooner than I expected.
Oh, are you good with computers by any chance? You think you could teach me? I'm really not good with stuff like that.
Sure, if you'd like me to.
Are you looking into something?
Yes. I figured I should know everyone's defining characteristics and whatnot to prepare for battle. I can't do any actual fighting, so I need to make myself useful.
Oh, I see. You're a really hard worker, Yamagishi-san. And you've got an amazing ability, too. Now that I think about it, everyone in this dorm is pretty amazing, huh? Sanada-senpai is hands down one of the strongest. And our leader has a power unlike anyone else's. I bet Kirijo-senpai is strong, too. And Junpei... well, he's... whatever. But what do I have? I'm only half the person everyone else here is. I couldn't even do anything the last full moon. Maybe I don't need to be here after all.
That's not true at all.
Huh?
I was told that a persona is the power of the soul, also known as your other self. That's why I think a person's personality and feelings are reflected in their persona. For example, Takeba-san, your persona has healing powers, right? That's because there's a kindness in you that no one else has.
I'm not kind at all. I just don't want to see anyone go down or get hurt, that's all. Come on. I think Ikutsuki-san's gonna be here soon. Oh, and you can just call me Yukari. I hope you like it here, Fuka.
I'm sure I will. Thank you, Yukari-chan.
Sorry for calling you all again so soon, but I brought something special today. Well, let me just show you before I get into explaining what it is. I'd like to provide you with some new equipment. After spending quite some time in development, we're now ready for the battle testing phase. The shadows are getting stronger. You just barely won the last battle. We can only assume they'll grow even more powerful still. That's why you all need something more to stay in the fight. From now on, I want everyone to use these during your operations. Combat gear, complete with a matching armband. And your new trump card in the battle against the shadows. Cartridges that enable the use of Theurgy. Theurgy means spiritual magic that could reach the gods in Greek. To put it simply, it synchronizes with the user's emotions, and when the right conditions are met, allows them to unleash an attack of immense power.
Oh, you're talking about signature attacks. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for something like this. Okay, how does it work?
Well, about that, it's a bit difficult to explain. I think it might be easier if you just try it out for yourselves.
Hold on. Isn't it dangerous to use something like this without knowing how it works?
Oh, don't worry about that. It's been well tested and determined completely safe. Oh, there's a manual for it as well. Take a look at it if you feel the need. Well, I'm sure glad I made it in today. With Yamagishi-kun joining us, Kirijo-kun can go back to being a frontline fighter. That means Cease is going to have a new lineup after today. And what better time than now to roll out this new weapon? Don't you agree? Oh, would you look at the time? I'd like to talk more about this, but I've been quite busy with the investigation into those large shadows. I think we're on the verge of a breakthrough, though, so I'll be sure to let you know what we find out soon. Okay, I'm leaving the rest to you, Kirijo-kun.
And there he goes.
I sort of thought this before, but he's rather laid back, isn't he?
More like careless.
It's fine. We should just give it a go like the chairman said.
In fact, since everyone's already here, now might be the best opportunity. Let's head into Tartarus and try out our new equipment. I've been wanting to get back into the swing of things anyway. And this will serve as a good test of our team lineup with Yamagishi as backup. How does that sound?
Man, this trump card stuff is getting me so pumped up. I'm gonna be all like, take this, Super Ace Junpei attack! Or something like that.
I'm a little nervous since it's my first time, but I'll follow your lead.
All right. We'll go into Tartarus once everyone is geared up.
Understood.
Oh man, this is awesome! We're like a super elite task force.
Come on, could you at least wear it like you're supposed to? Oh, but it does look like everyone's outfits are a bit different.
Each one is made to complement our physiques and fighting styles. And we're testing the prototype out on me. But it feels even better than it did before.
It's very light and sturdy. I wonder if it's the same materials they use in the military, or maybe even the ones for spacesuits.
Seems like this armband isn't just for decoration either.
According to the manual, there are a bunch of different features built into it. For example, it can give you a readout of your vitals. What else? There's also a function that notifies you when you can use your theurgy? Sorry, it doesn't look like there's much information about that. All I can tell is that you load the cartridge into your evoker to use it.
Then let's make that our objective for today. Make sure to stay alert, everyone. All right, Yamagishi. You're going to be our backup, just like I mentioned before. This time, I'll be joining the rest of you in battle.
I'm going too. I gotta make sure my skills are still sharp.
Me too.
All right. Then including our leader, that will be our team.
Wait, I wanna go too! I was so ready for this! You can't just put me on standby!
We can't go without our leader. You stay here and support Yamagishi.
Oh, really? When you put it that way, how can I refuse? Don't worry, Fuka. Nothing's getting past me.
Okay.
There he goes again. Fuka, if it gets too dangerous, just leave him behind. And don't be afraid to smack him if he tries anything funny.
Okay, got it.
Huh? You get it?
Yamagishi, could you scout the area and find a good floor for us to start on?
Okay. It seems different in here from before.
Well, that's nothing new, right?
No, not like that. It seems distorted. It's probably just temporary. I'll try and find a stable floor for us to start on.
You can tell that much already? Wow, Fuka.
It could be because we didn't enter the usual way last time. Or because of those huge shadows. We have no idea what's gonna happen in here. Not that I'm complaining, though.
All right, let's go.
Oh, that new sword looks pretty cool. And this bow I got is really light and looks pretty easy to use. I can't wait to see it in action.
So, the chairman got us all new weapons too, huh? Guess we should be thanking him.
He barely explained anything, though. Sometimes I can't tell if he's actually helpful or not.
All of this has been custom made for us. You can tell because of the C's mark engraved on everything. As always, you're in command. And make sure to check the equipment before we get started.
Yo!
Yes.
Looks like we're here. Yamagishi, do you copy?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you picking up any shadows?
It looks like there's one close by. Be careful.
All right, let's head over there and feel things out. Honestly.
You're approaching a shadow. Get ready for battle.
Roger that. I'm always ready.
Leader, are you ready? Then let's go.
Three enemies detected. We've got the upper hand.
I'm ready. Yes, I'm far more in my element here. Let me show you that I haven't lost my touch. Let's go! Get this Alea! This is our chance. Let's wipe them out. Here we come! Executed! Crushing victory. Looks like everything went well.
Fuka, you were amazing! Great job!
Thank you, Yukari-chan. I still sense some enemies nearby. Keep an eye out if you decide to engage them.
Oh, we're engaging them, all right.
See any shadows? They should be just ahead. The enemy's weak to ice. Let's freeze it solid.
This will do the trick. And Thessalaia!
Knocked down 2 enemies.
Akihiko, I'm counting on you.
I'll take care of this.
That was awesome tonight sometimes.
Don't pull in punches. I'll put you down. This is over. By the way,
I see.
Oh, hello.
Let's do this.
See them. Let's take these guys down.
3 enemies.
What's the
Be
plan?
careful.
I'll show you.
nice.
The enemy's
Now's
down.
your chance.
Here we come! There's no It's over! Perfect coordination.
I no longer detect any shadows. All the ones on this floor have been defeated.
It's all coming back to me. It would be wise for me to keep battling.
Let's keep going then. Let's head to the stairs that lead up.
Hang on. I'm sensing something on the floor above us. Something strange.
Is it some kind of powerful shadow?
No, it feels similar to the distortion I felt earlier.
Roger. Let's move carefully and assess the situation when we get upstairs.
everyone go?
Please, everybody, just stay calm. It looks like you were all sent to different locations on this floor.
So they separated us by force.
There's danger lurking in this darkness. We need to regroup as soon as possible. Yamagishi, can you guide us?
Why now? Fuka, where should I go if I want to...
Yukari-chan, look out!
Huh?
Leader, you're here!
Not again. Everyone's always protecting me. I'm getting hurt because of it. What am I even doing?
Yukari-chan!
Fuka, I need you to back me up. I'll hold this thing off until everyone else gets here. Focus! Hit! One more!
Wait, is this... Yukari-chan, load the cartridge into your evoker!
I know. Now's the time.
Deep within the gun wounds, you can put your fate, destiny to the tomb. Hardest thing to do is change who you are now to who you wanna be soon. First enemies inside us already. Whoever make it out may be ready for the battle. It's peerless, you better be ready. Not only winning, but the losing. No, it brings experiences for a bigger win later. Persevere for the greater good. Imagine later, would maybe annihilator. Taking down the agitators, the violators, the widow, the dog until we reach finalists. So who we up against, vicious and brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truce. You're the only one world, one love, but the battle goes on.
Let's end this! Just one more! Take that! Are you okay? I'm sorry. It was all my fault. Thanks. But you shouldn't be so reckless.
Takeba, leader!
Looks like you both are okay.
Sorry I worried everyone.
It's all right. You did well in handling an unexpected situation.
Maybe we should consider starting over. Let's head back to the entrance for now.
Good work out there, team!
I'm sorry. I should have been able to navigate better.
I agree. I'm convinced that you're the one we need on support.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Fuka.
I didn't do anything. It was all you, Yukari-chan.
That special attack sure was cool though, Yuka-tan! How'd you do it?
How? I just focused really hard and thought to myself, I have to do whatever it takes. And while I was thinking that, I kind of felt something surging inside me.
The chairman did say the cartridge would synchronize with our emotions.
Right. Although, I'm still not entirely sure how it works. From what I could tell, it reacted to Yukari-chan's strong emotions.
So this weapon gives the user strength beyond their limits when their emotions are heightened?
I don't really get it. But basically, if we're fired up enough, we can really pop off, right?
And thanks to you, Yukari-chan, we have a good idea of how it works. From now on, I should be able to tell when someone can use theirs.
Me too! Me too! Actually, I'm pretty fired up right now. Maybe I can already cook one up.
Actually, I think it's too dangerous to use here, Junpei-kun. I'll do more research into how the syncing with emotions works later. Everyone has different feelings when they're fighting, so the timing on when they can use these will probably be different too.
I'd like to give it a go myself, but we should call it a day for now. We can't overwork our leader, and we've got some time until the next full moon.
I'm a little worried about the change with the floors, though. What if something like that happens again?
Yes. If something has changed in the tower, we'll need to be extra careful when exploring from now on. In any case, we may have had some problems, but we learned a lot today. Not only did we get to test our new lineup and equipment, but we also got to see that we're all improving at a remarkable pace.
Aw, Kirijo-senpai! Quit buttering me up. Just leave everything to Junpei Iori, the soon-to-be MVP.
Maybe I shouldn't be the one to say this, but you literally didn't do anything today.